Hiya guys, long time no see. Very excited here today. We have the early public test release of the latest version of Project Zomboid, as you can see. This is actually public test release version C. There is version D already in the works. No doubt there'll be a version E straight in the works straight after that as well. But this is going to be the series that I play until 0.2.0 is officially released, and then I will do a brand new series with all of the features and bug fixes and everything in. But as you can see, there was no story mode or sandbox mode to choose from. At the moment, you just dumped straight into sandbox, random character on a random part of the map. So I'm just looting this first kitchen, which is right next to the tutorial house. So we're being spawned somewhere that we know relatively well, which is good. Picking up all these items here. As you can see, the lighting is absolutely amazing. Look how smooth it is. I just think it looks gorgeous. Plus you've got all the grime on the walls and the floors and everything as well, making everything look a lot dirtier and a lot more lived in, which is just, again, awesome. Adds so much more to the game. Seen as just before there when I was running down the street, climb over a couple of fences. Now there's no animations in for those yet, so it just looks like you're walking really slowly through it, but that does indicate that you are actually climbing over the fence, and that is the same animation that is also used at the moment for when you're climbing in and out of windows. We'll get to that soon enough though, I would have thought. In the meantime, this version has a shit ton of zombies in it. So I want to try and find myself somewhere relatively quiet. I was lucky, I found the fire axe more or less straight away. So if I need to deal some damage to some zombies, I can. But we really do want to try and find a corner of the map where there is none or very little zombies if we can. And as you can hear there was some NPCs somewhere blasting off a few rounds with his shotgun. Hopefully he's in a different direction to me, and that will draw a lot of the zombie crowd away. But here we are once again. It seems like we're always drawn to this store here. We're in the apartment above the hardware store. The bank across the way there's a few zombies banging at the windows, but it looks as if they've just spotted us through that window near the fridge. Got bloody good eyesight if I have, but obviously that's just one of the other things that's going to be rebalanced and tweaked in future versions. A lot of the food and everything that was modded into 0.1.5D is now in 0.2.0 as standard, which is always a good thing. Yeah, look, it looks like those zombies have seen us as well. Even though I'm upstairs and they're not even standing right near the window. But the window's been smashed in the shop there. We'll run out this way quickly. Oh, you bugger, yeah, there's a few zombies there. Well, maybe them out the back hadn't seen us because they weren't banging on the back door at all, were they? But as you can see, there's tons of windows smashed everywhere now. As well as you climbing in and out of them, the zombies can also climb in and out of them. Run up this way. Let's run through the park. It's not normally a very good idea, but the map's a lot bigger this time. So, as you can see, there's not as many zombies lurking around in the park. Well, not at the minute anyways. This is actually quite a lucky spawn at the moment, because this version C that I'm playing on at the moment, like I say, there's a lot of zombies in, and it can sometimes be very hard to actually find a building where you can get in unnoticed without a very large group of zombies coming towards you. Now, a large group of zombies wouldn't normally be a problem when you've got a fire axe, as long as it wasn't a horde, but zombies are a lot harder in this version. Recently turned zombies, for example, are quite a lot faster than your regular zombies. Oh, just close the door myself there. That's better. Get in the house first. Yeah, look at all the grime on the walls and stuff. I just think that looks absolutely awesome. Anyways, we'll check this back door. Anything out there? No, it looks clear. I'm sure I heard something banging on the door though. Let's have another quick check of the front door here. Oh, there's a few zombies here out in the yard. Hopefully there'll not be too many. As you can see, it looks like he's walking a bit slow after. Yeah, he was trying to climb the fence there. Alright, that's them dealt with. Is there any more? Oh, and another thing that you probably just noticed as well is the music. There's tons more music in by the really talented Mr. Zach Beaver. And honestly, never mind that it's an indie computer game, even if it is possibly the best indie computer game I've ever played, this music belongs on a blockbuster film. It really does. Anyways, we've got a few things stocking up in our inventory now. We'll drop that pillow in that half of the wardrobe since we don't need it. I'm over encumbered, I'm getting tired, and I'm hungry. We'll have some carrots to eat. Now there's also thirst in this version, so as you can see I've got an empty bottle of water. If I click it on the sink, it then goes to a full bottle of water. And as long as you have a bottle of water with some water in it in your inventory, your character will automatically drink from it, so you don't have to micromanage your thirst. Obviously, once your bottle of water runs out and you don't have anything else in there, you will then start getting thirsty, but you can just pick up your empty bottle of water, fill it up, and drop it straight back into your inventory again. And there you go, we just had our first night's sleep. We'll have a slice of pie for breakfast. I think we'll head back downstairs. And I'm liking how quiet this tutorial house was in this spawn. So I think I'm just going to try and set up base here for now. And if obviously we need to do a runner, we know where all the stuff is that we've dumped when we want to come back and grab it if we can. So let's get the stuff that needs refrigerated into the fridge. Probably put the cans of pop in there as well. And you can see me moodlets come up there. It looks like I'm getting slightly bored at the moment. But we'll just try and dump our inventory into these containers. Try and make each container for the same kind of thing. So this one's going to be to make coffee and tea. We'll put the mugs in there, we'll put the coffee in there, we'll put the tea bags in there. And put the kettle in there. If we come across any sugar, we'll put that in there as well. Just leave the knife and the whiskey in there for now. We'll probably take those out at a later point. This will be with dried food goods. Soup, tuna, ramen noodles, TV dinners, or microwave meals as we call them over here in the UK. All your bags of crisps. There's a lot of new, like I say, there's a lot of new food and quite a few new recipes in this new version as well. Again, what you're watching is the early public test release. This is not the official 0.2.0 release, so a few of the recipes will be refined. There'll be a few more in there. There might even be a few more food items and random items dotted throughout the world as well by the time the official version comes out. Well, like I say, we're just sorting this inventory out. And as I started up this playthrough, I've already noticed that there is a version D available on the Indie Stone servers at the moment. Accidentally pressed Q. Yep, Q makes you shout, so you can grab zombies' attention or even some NPCs' attention as they're running by. Oh, who closed that door? What the hell went on there? Never mind. Get these painkillers and stuff up here. sleeping tablets. Yeah, I'm getting hungry again. I'm still a little bit bored. Oh, there's a pool cue, look. That's one of the new weapons. And that's what I was looking for there, look, a magazine. Reading that is going to help cure me boredom. Obviously, I'm a little bit too bored for that magazine to have completely cured me boredom, but it will have took a little bit of boredom off. And obviously, stopping yourself from getting bored, some cigarettes, some matches. There's now uses for pens and pencils. Yeah, to stop you, if you get too bored, you'll then start getting unhappy. But you've just seen a pencil there. It's got a little star on it now because it can be used as a weapon, although I really do not advise using it as such. It is a one-hit kill against a zombie, but that is when you do actually hit the zombie. You will miss a lot of times. The reason behind it is, if you can imagine you're using a pen or the pencil to jam it through the zombie's eye to destroy the brain. That's what you're doing with it. So when you do kill a zombie, that's what you've done. You've managed to get it through the eye socket and into the brain to kill it. Every time you go to hit the zombie and it doesn't die, you've missed the eye socket basically. You've missed going through the eye, you've jabbed it in the forehead or in the jaw or something like that, so it's not dead. So if you've only got pens or pencils on you, and oh, the front door's opened again. Is somebody going to come in? It's closed again. Well, there's either NPCs who are flirting with the idea of coming into the house, or we're haunted. I don't believe ghosts have been added into this version, so it must be an NPC. See, there's 20 cigarettes there. I think maybe they reduce a little bit too much stress at the moment, but again, things will be refined and balanced better before the official release. But we're just going to use this little side table for things like lighters, matches, cigarettes, stuff like that. That's what we'll use that for now. What? It's only 12:30 and I'm already starting to get tired again. Never mind. We'll have a pack of crisps as well. A bit drowsy, but we'll ignore that for now. Looks like we've got most of our inventory sorted out. Go through this way. Climb out the window. We'll dive next door. Loot what's in here. Nope, finding it a bit hard to open that window. Just use the door instead. Well, there's a flashlight. Oh, you see that naked guy running up the street? Is that who's been keep opening and closing me door? You dare go in and try and nick me food, I'll kill you. He's opened and closed the door. Where you at? Where you at? Well, he's not nicking me food or anything. Not unless he's gone upstairs. No. He's definitely not in here. Where'd the little git go? Well, it looks like I scared him off anyways. Yep, cannot see him. These corner cabinets, I've noticed, can be very hard to access at times. But normally, if you persevere, you will get in the end. Just a case of moving around slightly and keep on clicking. Anyways, we'll jump back through this window. As you can tell, I'm absolutely loving using the windows now. As are the NPCs, as of this update. They tend to smash windows instead of going for a door, even if the door and the windows are right next to each other. But again, I think that's something that's been sorted for version D, which, like I say, is out now. If not, I think it's going to be sorted in version E, which should be out by tomorrow. So no doubt it'll be up way before I finish putting all the parts of this playthrough up. But like I say, I'm not going to bother doing another playthrough until, whoops, shit, until the official release is out. So you're going to have this series on the public test release, and then the next series will be the official full-on public release. I've taken very minor damage to my stomach there. Doesn't look like it needs bandage. We'll just double check. Make some bandages now. Click on there. No, it hasn't took any off. Try again. Nope. Oh, there we go. The damage has stopped there anyways. Still got a pain moodlet coming up though. Some zombies are lootable. You can tell because when you're near them and you rest your mouse pointer over, they go light like that. These food icons and stuff do. Doesn't seem as if these ones are lootable though. Pick up the food off the floor and we'll empty these cupboards of the things that we want. Haven't got very far to travel, so I might as well grab all of these things that I want, even though I am already over encumbered. Obviously I'm over encumbered sooner because I'm in pain and I'm tired as well. If I wasn't tired and I wasn't in pain, I could carry more before I got encumbered. There's another bit of food, new food there for you. Butter. You can eat butter by itself, however it will make you slightly unhappy since it obviously tastes like crap by itself. Unless you're an Inuit and you're used to it. Yeah, exertion just crept up there, slowed down a bit. I'm back in the house now. Looks quite clear. Let's dump the fridge food first. Now again, I'm just going to use the fridge for all stuff that needs refrigerated. So, you know, I might end up with about 100 different items in the fridge, but I'll only see the first 6. So, if I want to say grab a steak out of there to cook, I'm going to have to start pulling stuff out the front until I can get to the steak at the back, and then put the other stuff back in, which, to be honest, I'm absolutely fine by. I think that's more realistic. And we'll just get with dried stuff into this cupboard here. Don't really need more than one mug, but might as well put them in there in case I have a few NPCs over for dinner. Back the dried foods, another pack of crisps, and another. I'll tell you what, I'll eat them instead. Put that tin of tuna in there. Make myself fed instead of slightly fed. Make hunger wait a little bit longer before it comes back. Oh, I was in there. There you go. We'll just put all this extra random stuff in here for now. Tin opener, shotgun shells, frying pan, bowl. Can you hear that alarm? Did you hear that? There's so many more ambient noises when you're walking around, even if you're not walking around the map. Honestly, it's brown trousers time sometimes for me, like sitting here in the dark playing this, and then you'll just suddenly hear a random ambient noise. Honestly, it really does get you on edge. And this new lighting and the grime and everything, honestly man, just look at it. It's so much more atmospheric, even though it already was, and I didn't think it could get much more atmospheric. Just look at it now. It's dark in the dark places. If you haven't got a torch or a lit candle, you're buggered. Stay indoors when it's dark, even when you're indoors if it's dark and you've got no torch or anything. If you don't know your way around, you know, you can find it very hard to see where you're going until the sun comes up again. But here we go, look, I'm going to stave off my boredom by creating a little doodle. All that was a sheet of paper and a pen or pencil. I'll keep that for later. I can then use that doodle on myself to relieve a bit of boredom. You can also make journals with a notebook and a pen and pencil. Now that will give you 20 pages worth of writing, which is basically 20 uses of the notebook to stave off boredom. Obviously, if you have 2 or 3 notebooks and you use 2 or 3 pens, you can make yourself 2 or 3 notebooks, which each have 20 uses each. So you can stave off boredom for quite a while by keeping a journal of your existence. Now, obviously, at the moment, you can't actually write anything physically in the journal, and it doesn't take any time neither. It's instant. But again, in future releases, hopefully before the official release, we can have it like barricading, where it'll come up with a progress bar and it will actually physically take up time to write in your journal or to read a magazine or a newspaper, etc. Just checking my body out. Hey. All good, no damage, no scratches. Looks like I got away with that before. But I'm still in pain, so I'm going to take a painkiller and I'll dump the rest in my inventory in case I need some more later. And there you go. If you click along the arrow at the bottom there, when you've got the sheet in your crafting area, as you can see, I've made a sheet rope. I've opened the window. If I use that, ta-da! You now have a sheet rope hanging out the window. Now, if I had to use 2 and that reached all the way to the bottom floor, you could basically use it as a fireman's pole as an escape route. You can slide all the way down without hurting yourself. You can jump out windows at the moment, but you will injure yourself. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes quite bad. A lot of the time, you'll have a good broken bone which you can't get rid of for the whole game at the moment. But now we're just going to jump over this fence, and we'll jump in this kitchen window again. No, I've already been in there, actually, there's no point. Tell you what, we'll jump in here, and we'll raid the medicine cabinet.